Welcome to this video in the Awakening Spiritual Journeys series. And today we're going to talk about something that can happen as you go forward on your awakening journey, and that is increased confusion on one hand, but then also increased discernment on the other. So what happens is that as you get clearer and clearer about what's going on in the world, what's going on in yourself, in the process of all of that unfolding and unwinding, it can feel very confusing. Like, I thought this one thing was this way, but actually it's this. And I thought this thing that it represented this, but actually it's that. And it can be a little bit of a mind bend. I'll use that word instead of an expletive. It can be a little bit of a mind bend because you've been programmed and we've been wired to think a certain way, to be a certain way for so long that when all of that starts to crumble and dismantle in your brain, it can feel very confusing. But on the other hand, as all of the inversions start to dismantle, as all of the lies come into the light, you start to discern the truth with greater ease. So it's a very fascinating, on one hand this, on the other hand that kind of situation. But what you really want to do is continue to focus on the light, continue to focus on your own growth, your own healing, because the more you heal yourself, the more you do your inner work, the easier that discernment of what is truth becomes. And I will tell you, and I might have said this in another video, that even after 2 decades, I'm still working on discernment because there's so many layers and levels to the inversions that have been happening on this planet. There are so many programs, so many implants, so many projections, things that have been projected onto us and into us. There's so much of that it takes time to unwind all of it. And right now on this planet, what's really awesome and amazing is that there's so much light pouring in. And this does a couple of things. It helps to speed up our process of healing, and it also helps to speed up our understandings and levels of discernment. So it's uncomfortable sometimes because we're really now rattling loose all the old, and it needs to be released, it needs to be transmuted and all of that. But the beautiful thing is that discernment will become easier and easier as more light floods in. So let the light come in, let it flow through you, let it illuminate your mind, let it open your heart and expand your heart. And the more light you let in, the less confused you'll be and the greater discernment you'll have. So just know that as you go forth in this journey, there will be times of confusion. That's normal and natural. It's just part of the process of unwinding everything, releasing the projections and the belief systems and the inversions and the programs and the patterns and the habits in your brain and nervous system. All of that is all part of the process. So let the light in and let your discernment continue to sharpen. And thank you so much for watching these videos. It really helps when there's an energetic exchange as you receive these videos. So if you want to go to creationtemple.com/donate, that would be really helpful in keeping the energy and momentum going to share this wisdom. Thank you so much.